friends. Welcome back. New week. And this week we're going to talk about our personality traits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you follow us on Instagram at HiFriendsPod, you'll see our bio says an extrovert and an introvert started a podcast.
Yeah.
Or start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
So this week
we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. And about who's the introvert, who's the extrovert.
Yeah.
And go a little bit more into depth so you guys can get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah. I think going through your personality trait really explains who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You know, helps other people know you.
Yeah. Because you're introverted.
Very.
And I'm very extroverted.
Yeah, we're literally on two ends of the extreme. Actually, I wouldn't say I'm very introverted. I don't think that's true.
I would say you're definitely introverted.
Yeah.
But you can be extroverted.
When I have to be.
Yeah, or if you want to be.
Yeah, at work, I'm extroverted.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it kind of comes out more in certain settings.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the time people assume introverts can be quite rude. You know?
Yeah.
In certain situations, if you're trying to start a conversation with them at a party or at work, and if they're not giving it back to you, they're like, well, you think, oh, well, I've upset this person.
Yeah.
Because I know you felt that way before.
Yeah. I also, I think as I've gotten older and I've, matured a bit, I've learned, I don't, expect everybody to be like me anymore. Whereas when I was younger and I'm so out there, I'll pretty much, I don't have problems with talking to people. I can talk to anybody for the most part. So when I would, meet somebody and be so hi, how are you? What's your whole life story? Some people don't want to tell you that right away, or they are a bit more reserved. Yeah. And they're not as yes, I'm also just as interested in everything about you as you are.
Yeah.
So I've kind of learned that it's not that, but I definitely used to be very oh, if you're not giving me the same energy, or at least attempting to reach my energy, then you must not like me.
Yeah, but it's a growth, right?
Yeah. So I don't expect that anymore. So I think that's why before I used to be oh, this person must not like me.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I can see that.
They're being rude.
Yeah.
Or something
because
like
people have said to me that I come across as bitchy or uninterested.
Yeah.
If I'm not giving them the back. But sometimes I literally just don't have the energy.
Yeah.
To converse in that.
Yeah.
You know, I also was a very shy kid.
Mm-hmm.
So as the years have gone on, I've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I've never really been like that.
No. I also have a lot of extroverted friends.
I have a lot of introverted friends.
Which is funny. But what people say is that introverted don't really go out of their way to make friends, and extrovert will come and find you.
Yeah.
Which is kind of that's what happened to us.
Yeah, okay, so the way Annie and I met, we went to the same high school, and then we were in the same math class together.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had, seen Annie around, but, we weren't, friends or anything. She had her friends that she hung out with, and I had my friends that I hung out with, and we had never, crossed paths.
No.
And then we were... Because Annie and I's last names both start with an N.
Mm-hmm.
So we were placed next to each other in math class.
Was this grade 11?
Grade 11
right?
with Miss Betancourt.
Shout
out to Miss Betancourt. Literally,
she was literally the only math teacher that actually helped me.
I literally got such a high mark in that class.
She's a sweetheart.
She's an amazing teacher.
Yeah.
So we had her, and then she had put us in alphabetical order initially.
Yeah.
So I was sat at the back of the class with Annie next to me.
Oh, was I sitting beside you?
Yeah, so Annie was in literally the row next to me, directly next to me.
Right.
And we all of our desks were individual. So we were, there was somebody in front of me as well and everything. But we were both at the back of the class, and then like I said, I did very well in the class, so most of the time I would finish my homework before everybody else did.
Yeah.
And I would, me being social, would just start, like, talking to everybody. And then Miss Betancourt would be like, Shayna, you need to stop. Like, you're distracting other people. But then Annie and I, like, anything that would happen, Annie's super witty. So Annie would just, like, have, like, an offhanded, like, witty comment that she would say, like, under her breath. But because I was sitting next to her, I could hear it.
You could hear it.
And I would just, and I have, like, a really loud laugh. And
Yeah.
I would just die. Like, everything Annie was saying was just so funny. And then I just remember, like, at one point I was like, you're so funny. Like, and you're like, I like you. You laugh at all my jokes. And then it literally, since then, we've been friends.
Yeah.
Because then we found out that we both liked One Direction.
Yeah, honestly, the, what is the word? Like, the underlining pull was One Direction.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Like, there's a group of us.
We were obsessed.
We were obsessed.
Yeah.
Still love them.
Still love them. One Direction, if you're listening, please get back together. At least just for, like, a reunion.
Those tickets will be mad expensive.
I already said I'll sell a kidney.
Oh, yeah, we already said we'd be going regardless.
Yeah, front row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like when I said I would pay a lot for the My Chemical Romance tickets. Because they're doing a reunion tour. That my taste in music is literally so wild.
Yeah.
Like One Direction, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. I'm not a My Chemical Romance.
You don't like that type of music, though.
No, I'm very,
like
basic.
Spice Girls.
Yeah.
You're not basic.
When it comes to my music taste.
No, you like that one soundtrack off of that anime. What is it?
Wait, what?
That game or something. You listen to the soundtrack of that game.
What game?
You told me the other day.
Wait, you mean Boney M?
Sure. Is it that?
Yeah, that's not because the song. Can we play it?
We can play it.
Let me play it. Everybody knows the song. You even knew the song when I played it.
I did, but then I was shocked why you listened to it daily.
I don't listen to it daily.
It's from Dance Dance Revolution, right?
No, Just Dance.
Just Dance.
Off the Wii.
Off the Wii. Yeah. Not my kind of my music that I listen to. Like, you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're vibing right now. So.
I love it. And it's Boney M. Boney M is like, they're lit.
I didn't know who. Is it a who? Is it a band? Or is it a person?
Honestly?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you. I don't really care. I just like it.
Right, okay.
So, like, and honestly, like, I didn't even know at first that Boney M was part of this song.
Yeah.
But Judah had me listen to their Christmas album, which I love.
You're literally obsessed with Christmas.
I love Christmas.
I like Halloween.
Halloween's not a holiday.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is, though.
No, it's not.
No, like, it literally is, though.
It isn't. You don't get it off work. It's not a stat holiday.
Yeah, to society, maybe. To me, it's a
Halloween
holiday.
is just a day where retailers get money. Because you spend this money.
No, there's a history behind it.
Not here, there isn't.
Maybe not in Canada. Canada has no history. Other than the fact that we stole this land.
True.
That's Canada's history.
But Halloween's not a holiday.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, if Halloween's a holiday, then Valentine's Day can be a holiday.
Okay. You can have that. You can have that. I'll let you have that.
It's not a holiday either.
No, it's fine. I like it. I love it, actually.
I like it.
Like, every year I watch the start of October. I watch a Halloween movie every day.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then the closer it comes to Halloween, you lift the veil up. Like the spiritual veil.
I was like, what the?
What
fail are you talking about?
It's fun. I love it.
I'm glad. I'm glad you find joy in that.
Thank you.
I cannot.
No. I like Christmas, though.
I love Christmas.
You like a bit of buble?
I love me some buble.
Buble. I love me some
buble.
Yeah, he's cool.
I love buble.
You went to his concert.
I did, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, literally, he was on my bucket list of people that I wanted to see before I died.
Yeah.
And then Annie got her mom tickets.
And she couldn't go.
And she couldn't go. So she offered me the tickets, and it was for cheap. Annie basically gave me the tickets for free.
I mean, why not?
And it was great. I loved it. I had so much fun. I dressed real cute.
Yeah.
I loved it. I had such a good time.
Because I was like, who am I going to give these tickets to? The only other person I know obsessed with Buble is Shay.
I'm still so thankful for it.
I don't know what my mom was doing. Why she couldn't go to Buble.
No, she had that issue.
She had vertigo. Oh my god. Is it vertigo?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing where you stand up and you can't.
You can't, yeah.
Oh, the poor thing. She was like bedridden for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you remember that?
I don't know.
That was a while ago.
2 summers ago.
Yeah.
It was when we got back from England.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was that summer.
Oh yeah, we went to England.
We went to England in 2019, yeah. So it was when we got back, I got back from that. And I went with Judah. Judah and I went.
Oh yeah, little date night.
Yeah. We have one picture from the whole night. And we accidentally took the picture with the flash on because it was dark and I had like automatic flash on.
Yeah.
And Judah took it and I looked
like pale as fuck.
like so pale. Like you would have thought that somebody powdered my face with that like setting powder. Like my face looked like it was painted white.
Just the contrast between you two.
Yeah, plus we were in a dark room, so that didn't help the situation.
No. Fuck, that's funny.
Yeah, so that's the only picture we have from the whole night. I really didn't want to like film a lot of it because I just wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I loved it though. I had such a good time.
That's good.
I cried a little bit. I laughed. I danced. I clapped. Yeah. It was great.
I clapped. I do like Buble. We played Michael Bublé at my granddad's funeral.
Oh.
No, because he liked Buble.
Okay.
My mom likes Buble. Good song.
Yeah.
I can't remember what song it was though, I gotta be honest.
I know most of his songs.
It was a sad one, obviously.
Yeah.
I think no. Oh my god, it was Home.
Home is a classic.
It was Home.
Lots of people love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the point of this episode.
Oh yeah, we get really off track. You have undiagnosed ADHD.
I don't know. Though. I don't want to be like out here being like I have ADHD symptoms because I don't know. Because I don't think it is ADHD. I think I just have symptoms of it because of like anxiety and stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I don't know if I actually have.
Yeah, but people with ADHD also have anxiety and depression because of emotional regulation. So, would be that.
Yeah, so
I'm not here to diagnose you, though.
We'll try and stay on track as much as possible. Feel free to take a break if you need to come back a little
pause,
late.
Take a breather. I mean, Shay talks a lot. I get off track. I talk about random stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it fun.
Do we want to go through each letter? I think that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so then we can start with the first letter.
Right.
Maybe let's say what we are first, like our overall, the name of our personality is.
Okay. Like I'm the mediator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't really know what that means, but it's INFP.
Yeah. And then I am the protagonist.
Yeah.
Which is ENFJ. So our first and our last ones are different. Mm-hmm. And then our 2 middle ones are the same.
Interesting.
Which I think is interesting.
Yeah. It's also funny at the bottom of this website. It's called 16 Personalities. You can take the test, figure out what kind of type you are. But also at the bottom, they tell you famous people that have the same one as you. And like...
Who are yours?
Literally? Okay. Alicia Keys.
Ooh.
Good one.
We were just singing her earlier today.
Yeah. J.R.R. Tolkien. I think that's the dude that wrote Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Lit.
William Shakespeare.
Oh, shit. Are you, like, destined to be a writer?
I think so. Oh, my God. I'm writing a book right now.
Yeah, plug it.
Plug it. I mean, it's not out yet.
But when it is, get ready.
When it is, get ready. Bjork. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Bjork?
Bjork?
Do we sound dumb right now?
No disrespect.
No,
I don't know who Bjork is. Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, Loki!
I love him. Julia Roberts. Okay, mine are actually banging. Johnny
I love
Depp.
Julia Roberts. Oh!
Oh.
Johnny Depp is so sweet. Shout out to Johnny Depp. We love him.
I love that man. He's so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Frodo Baggins. See, how do they know his personality type, though? Right? Because the person
He's a character. He has a personality.
Yeah, but that character can't take that test.
I mean...
Do they just assume these people are these personality types? Or do
yeah.
they take the...
Do they take the test for them?
Yeah.
No, I would say that they probably assume that it's that personality type.
Right,
like,
just
based
the
on
vibe
everything
they
you
give
know.
off?
But, like, it was also the author of the book was one of
so
your people,
maybe-
too. So maybe he was like, oh, I wrote this character
Based off my
based
life.
off me.
Not
Maybe
my
not
life.
his life.
Not my life, oh my god. His personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, good handful of people. Introverts.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, William Shakespeare, hello.
I did not know who Julia Roberts was one.
Julia Roberts.
I would not have guessed that she was an introvert.
Neither would have I.
Interesting.
She doesn't seem like Johnny Depp gives off mad and introvert vibes.
Yeah. I feel like most actors, though, aren't introverts.
They're not introverts?
Yeah. Because I feel like you have to, like, kind of put yourself out there if you're going to act.
Yeah.
At least that's what I
true.
think, but I could be wrong.
That's true, though.
That's what I would think.
Did you hear my laptop?
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to take off.
Oh my god. There's not much running.
I believe that's the processor.
Yeah.
Did you hear the banging? Sorry if you can hear banging in the background of this. Somebody's doing construction in the apartment above us, we're pretty sure. So
I think above and below at this point.
yeah, honestly, the whole building might be under construction by next week. So
yeah. And then a ghost pushed your thing off in your room.
We're pretty sure that was just the wind.
Yeah.
But
Let's say it's the wind.
it started
Have a
with
hiccup.
us.
Ow.
Okay.
Yep.
Drank too fast.
Probably. It's nice though.
Yeah, it is nice. What are we drinking?
Aloe vera juice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's
I
mango
love
flavored.
it. Yeah. So mine.
That's loud.
Sorry about that. If you
Motorcycle.
can hear that. Yeah, the
Toronto.
motorcycle. We get a lot of those on Young.
They just rip up and down it.
Yeah. So for me, for celebrities that have the same personality type as me, are Barack Obama.
Setting it off strong.
Yes. Oprah Winfrey.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, okay. John Cusack.
Joan.
John.
Is it John?
John
Oh,
Cusack.
so it's her brother. Okay. I thought you would miss.
No, it's John.
John. Okay. I like him. You don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
He's been in a lot of 80s classics, and you should know who he is.
80. How am I supposed to know who he is if he was in 80s movies?
I mean,
The
most...
only 80s movies I've seen, Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
Wait, is Pretty in Pink the one with the boombox?
No.
That's 16 Candles.
Oh my god, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, I think I've seen both. Pretty in Pink and 16
You'd
Candles.
know him if you saw his face.
I mean, I'm looking at his face and I don't
Yeah, but
know
it's
him.
it's animated.
What was he in?
Let me double check because I don't know.
Footloose. Footloose is another 80s classic I like.
He's not in Footloose. I'm sorry.
I love Footloose.
Do you like the remake?
Mm-hmm.
I think I like the remake more.
I don't know about that.
Willard.
Willard is so funny in the remake.
He is in the Boombox movie.
He holds up the Isn't he the guy
is the holder of the boombox.
Yeah.
Yeah, rock on.
Oh, What's that one? The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
He's in that too, right? He's the guy that puts his hand up at the end of the movie, right?
Puts his hand up at the end of the movie?
Yeah, you know, when they play the "Don't You," and then he puts his fist in the air.
I haven't seen
What?
The Breakfast Club.
Sorry, can you speak up?
I haven't seen it.
Why?
Just no interest.
Well, there's an interest now, so we'll watch it.
Okay. I don't think he is in it, because it's not coming up in his... He's in 16 Candles.
Okay, so I have seen him in 16 Candles,
He's
but
in Anastasia.
the
guy.
no, the animated movie?
Yeah.
Who does he play?
Oh my god. You know the guy with like the short hair?
Oh, the lead guy.
Yeah.
Dimitri.
Oh my god, yes. Never mind.
I love that movie.
So do I.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Still a little unsure about how I feel about John Cusack being on here. But yeah, Ben Affleck.
Not a great one.
Honestly, I don't know. Malala.
Ooh, maybe don't butcher it.
So just Malala.
We know
You know the
she's
famous
great.
Malala.
Yeah.
You know who she is. So,
Awesome.
and if you don't, Google it.
Yeah.
And Sean Connery.
That's a good one.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay. Maya. See, this is not where my dyslexia
Okay, we'll
comes
skip
in
that one.
hand.
Daenerys Targaryen.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I
That
haven't
is a
seen
good
the ending.
one.
Does she end up as a good character? Do I want to know? Oh no. Oh.
I think I told you what happened.
Yeah, but I've like pushed it out of my brain because I don't want to know. Don't tell me what she does. Just is she a good
In the
character
end.
in the end?
In the end, she's... I can't say it without telling you...
No,
what-
don't tell me. Just tell me if she's good or not.
No.
Oh.
But in the end, she's neither a good or a bad person.
Oh. So is it still good she's on our list? On my list?
No.
Okay, I'm still gonna go with yes.
Okay.
Based on what I know about her, I'm gonna say yes. I like her.
She was great up until they ruined her character. And I love Amelia Clark.
I think they should redo it. I love Amelia Clark.
She's so sweet.
I mean,
What
we
was
don't
that
know.
movie that we saw? The one that we went to see in theaters.
Yeah, Last Christmas.
That's it. Loved that because it's based off George Michael.
Off the song Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that song. It's cute.
I like all of Wham's songs.
And Morpheus from The Matrix.
I haven't seen that.
Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. Why do I have so
cute.
many? Did you have this many?
I stopped reading.
Oh, okay. So I might just stop at this point.
Also, I got to ones where I didn't know who they were.
yeah.
so I
let
just
me
didn't
let me just
bother.
quickly skim, see if there's anybody else
Oh, that's the wind.
that I know. There's nobody else that I
No.
know. I would say my favorite out of that group, Barack's a good one. Daenerys Targaryen. Okay, so I'm an extrovert as my number one. So I guess like we should say like what the difference between an extrovert and an introvert are.
I mean, yeah.
So, okay, let me see if it says what it says about being an extrovert. Extroverted.
You can click on it.
Yeah. The power of engagement. Extroverts are interested in engaging with their environment and they feed off the responses of the people and events around them. They enjoy pushing limits and seeing what the world can do. This all depends on many other factors and life's natural limitations, but extroverted personality types lean towards taking the initiative and relying on the world around them for validation.
I think that's true. Maybe not for the validation. Like, do you seek other people's validation constantly?
Constantly? I don't know about constantly.
Mm.
But, like, I think, like, when I do things, like, whether it's in, like, a job or in life, I think I always want, like, somebody to be proud.
Okay.
of what I've done.
Yeah.
I think like as I've gotten older, I'm doing things more for myself
Yeah.
and my own validation rather than others. But I think growing up, I definitely was like, excuse me, doing things for other people's.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I tend to feed on the environment that I'm in.
Yeah, because when you're around people, it literally fuels your battery.
Yeah.
For me, it drains it.
Yeah, if I'm not around people and like I'm lonely, I feel so blah.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of like whatever. And like how my relationships are with people, like I like physically being with and like around people.
Yeah.
And like socializing rather than like I'm not really a type of person to just like not want to talk to you for like months and then be like, hey, how's it going? Like I will do things like that with some people depending like on situations. But I very much enjoy like having consistent socialization with people.
Yeah. You just like to constantly be around people.
Yeah.
See, I go through phases where I need to be around people because, like, when you're introverted, being around people all the time is really, really draining. Like, it just completely, like, sucks, like, everything out. For me, anyway. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of other different types of introverts, but, like, say if we were to the entire day just constantly talk.
Yeah.
That night, I would just be exhausted. And probably the next day, I would, like, need to, like, take some downtime.
Yeah, to just chill on your own. Yeah, I don't need any downtime.
No.
I could spend all my time with other people and be fine with it.
I couldn't.
Pretty much.
Thinking about it exhausts me.
Pretty much. Like, I still like having my own space, usually. Like, if I want to go to my room and be by myself for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, I still like having that option. But the amount of time that I actually use that option is pretty slim. So.
Yeah, like we said this the other day. In the mornings is usually when I'm still, like, blah.
Yeah.
I'm still not awake. I'm still not ready for, like, social interaction just yet. But that also is just because, like, I also have ADHD. So I'm not even in the right headspace, usually in the mornings, to focus and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, usually around, like, 12, I'll take my Ritalin.
Yeah.
And then I'm okay and get stuff done. But it's weird being an introvert and having ADHD.
Yeah.
It's very difficult because a lot of people think that when you have ADHD also, that you're extroverted because you're hyperactive all the time. Like, you're bouncing off the walls, you can't stop talking, you're interrupting people, but I'm not that type of ADHD. I have more ADD.
Okay.
Right? I'm not so hyper in the conversation.
Yeah.
Hyper in other things.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
How you work as a human.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm opposite of just needing to be around people, which has been hard right now.
Yeah.
With the pandemic of not being able to be around people. So,
yeah, that is difficult.
Yeah, but things like Zoom, Discord, things like that help me stay socializing with people. So yeah, doing things like that helps right now. So yeah, so for us, those are, what does it say about introverts?
It says strength in reverse.
Okay.
Interesting. Introverts are well suited to many situations. A tendency to be reserved helps these personality types to pace themselves. They're likely to listen to others more carefully. Very introspective. Introverts enjoy more focused alone time, leading to more and deeper insights. And while sometimes too sensitive to their environments, this often helps them pick up cues more quickly, making them great at reading many situations. Which I think is very true. Like, in a conversation, I'm more likely, like, if there's a bunch of people in the room, I very much watch and listen.
Yeah.
So then it helps me focus more anyway.
Yeah.
But to read, like, I'm really good at reading people.
Yeah.
Like, very, like, in maybe 5-10 seconds, I can tell if we are going to click or not.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm, like, also really sensitive to people's energies anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if this is because I'm extroverted or if it's just me.
Mm.
I automatically assume
You're a good person.
people are good people.
Which is okay.
Yeah, but then
You're naive.
yeah, I think a little bit in that aspect of it. So, like, if most of the time, like, when I'm meeting people, because I enjoy meeting people, I just, like, immediately try to, like, hit it off with them. And then if that doesn't go as planned, then I very quickly make the decision of, like, whether I, like whether I like you or not.
Yeah.
Which I'm working on, but, like, I think first impressions are important.
Yeah.
So, like, if I actively am trying to be, like, nice to you and everything, and then you don't reciprocate that, then it does kind of put me off. Because, like, now that even though, like, I know, like, people don't necessarily have to be, like, super open or, like, excited or anything, I think, like, the least is to be nice.
And respectful.
And sometimes, like I have people who are always like, yeah, but, like, you don't know what that person's going through or anything as well, which I get, but at the same time, like, I don't think it, like, I still don't think that it's a reason, an excuse to then just be, like, rude. Because, like, you can be shy and still be nice.
Yeah.
And, like, polite.
Yeah.
Or introverted and still be nice and polite.
Yeah. Like, even when I meet people, I always try to be nice and friendly and open.
Yeah.
Because then you're putting yourself in a bad light.
Yeah, I think so. And then also, like, it just, like, gives that person then, like, because if you're not like that, and then that's what they're seeing, then it gives them the wrong impression of you. At least for a first impression. And the reality of it is that people do judge first impressions.
Yeah.
So, like, and it's the same, like, if I am extroverted, but then I'm, like, coming out being super bossy and being like, well, I'm extroverted. Yeah. So nobody else is saying anything, so I'm just going to make all the decisions. Right. Then, like, why would anybody want to they're just going to think, oh, well, this person's just not going to ever take my opinion into account. Yeah. Like, even though they're more quiet. Like,
you're just more assertive.
Yeah. So, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't think about that and post that as a question. Yeah. To be like, oh, hey, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think about it? Right. Then that's the opportunity for them to say something about it. Yeah. If they don't, then that falls on them. Yeah. But, like, as an extrovert, I take those steps to make sure that an introvert is comfortable. And then vice versa. I think introverts then should do the same thing of just kind of being, like, aware of, like, oh, I could be coming off to this person as, like, I might not like them because I'm just quiet and not saying anything to them. Yeah. So making that just, like, little bit of an effort to be, like, even just nice and polite in the interactions that you're having, I think goes a long way.
Yeah. It's difficult in, like, new situations where there's people you haven't met before. But when you're with your friends, I think it's important to, like, establish, like, healthy boundaries with each other. Yeah. Like, a give and take kind of thing. So, to make each other comfortable. Like, even with, like, extroverts and introverts, you know? Yeah. So different. Yeah. And, like, imagine being an introvert with anxiety. Like, that's horrible.
Yeah, but I think being an extrovert with anxiety is also horrible.
It is. But, like, just, like, even to begin with, like, with introverts, you're already, like, shy and reserved. Yeah. And anxiety is, like, crippling and horrible.
Yeah. I don't know if I would say that it makes it worse, though, to be an introvert with anxiety. No? No, I don't think so. But I also don't know what that's like. Yeah. But, like I have anxiety. And I'm extroverted. But then imagine then one part of you is pulling to wanting to be with people, but then the other part is crippling you to not.
Like you physically can't.
And then now you have literally an internal battle of like,
Yeah.
what do I do? Because you can be, or like, say I get invited to go somewhere, and my extrovert side is like, yes, I really want to go. I'll have FOMO if I don't go. And then my anxiety side's like, no, we're not fucking going because all this shit could happen and blah, 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 blah. And then I'm home. I decide to stay home.
And then you regret it.
Then I regret it. I'm so upset. I have FOMO. But then at the same time, my anxiety's like, oh, they probably hate you because you've decided not to go. And you're always the one that goes.
Yeah.
So
it's constant. It's just like a loop on in your head.
Yeah. So I would say it's equally terrible for both.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think life at least used to set things up easier for extroverts in the sense of like jobs, things like that, because like those are situations where your impressions mean a lot. So if it's easier for you to make a good impression like right off the bat, then I feel like those situations do come easier to extroverts.
Yeah, because you're more likely to put yourself out there.
Yeah. So like I've always done really good in job interviews, and I'm pretty sure a big part of it is because I'm extroverted.
Yeah, and the funny thing is though, like I don't like interviews. I hate them.
Yeah.
But I do really, really well in them because I almost put like a kind of front up.
Yeah.
Like I put on like a new like face.
Yeah.
And act like I am extroverted.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards I literally close my laptop. I'm like, oh my god, that was like horrible.
Yeah. With introverts, like the way they feel with anxiety and like being around like lots of people is the way I feel if I'm alone and feel trapped.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah. So like this has been with horrible.
Yeah. I can tell.
So like with not being able to go out anywhere, like, and not being able to just like leave my house when I want to.
Yeah.
It's a like overwhelming feeling, but like I feel like sometimes people don't take it quite as seriously as somebody who would be introverted who's in a crowd, because like if you're in a crowd, like I think anybody looking at that can be like, oh yeah, that can be very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of people here. Like I might even feel overwhelmed with that.
Yeah.
So imagine now somebody with anxiety surrounding that, plus then they're introverted.
Yeah.
So that can be a lot. Whereas like if I'm in a room by myself and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I feel like a lot of people are like, well, why?
Yeah.
Like, well, you're just by yourself.
That's the thing.
Like,
I think like there's like this weird stigma with extroverted people that you're always like happy or like always social like in every single way.
Yeah.
And that you don't experience like anything that introverts feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Like I wouldn't have guessed that you felt like so deprived of that socialness.
Yeah.
Through COVID.
Yeah, and like it's hard for that because like I feel like with because most of my friends are introverted, I have like a good idea of like telling when they're feeling that way. So then I make moves to attempt to make them feel as comfortable as possible, or we like leave a situation, right? If I'm by myself and I'm feeling that way, like what happens then?
Yeah.
Like then it's kind of like, oh, I'm just kind of stuck in this.
Yeah.
There's nobody around, so it's not like anybody can like pull me out of it. I'm just kind of stuck in it. And then you kind of have to like through like tools and stuff, you learn how to pull yourself out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's pretty like wild to me. Like I don't expect somebody who is introverted to understand how it feels the opposite way.
No, and vice versa.
Yeah, because like if I try, like even though like I have a good I know how to kind of deal with it now, like all the time with you, like I'll be like, what can I do in this situation to make you feel better? Because most often if it's going to happen, it's usually happening if I'm around.
Yeah.
So then all I can do, like even though I can't fully put myself in that, I can see you in distress.
Yeah.
So then the only thing I can do is help in that situation. But then vice versa, you don't understand what it's like to be in that. The same way I don't understand. But then also with it being when I'm by myself, you never see what that's like either.
Yeah.
So then I think like the easiest way for me to convey that is to just be like, yeah, so when I'm by myself, I feel this way, the same way that you feel when this is happening.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
How like the different brains work.
Yeah. Yeah. And like even like most of the people, like I said, I surround myself with are introverted.
Yeah, you do have a lot of introverts. I think I have a lot of omniverts as friends.
Yeah.
As well. Because like you're the only extremely extroverted friend I have.
Yeah.
I would say so. Most of them are usually omnivert. I don't really think there's any other introverted friends that I have.
Interesting.
Yeah. Who?
I don't know if she wants her name on.
We'll say it, it's fine.
Yvonne?
Oh, I think I would actually say Yvonne's probably more extroverted.
Oh, really?
I don't know. She's more social than me, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe she's an omnivert. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't think she would be classified as an introvert.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would have guessed that she was an introvert.
Because she's very bubbly.
Yeah, that's true.
And
like
she
when
always
you're talking
like
to
starts
her.
the conversation, and she like she's usually like when we're out with other people, she drives the conversation.
Yeah, that's true. Like when we were sitting here, like when she came for dinner one time.
Yeah.
She was talking and like engaged
she loves
in conversation.
people. She likes to like.
Yeah.
She wants to be a nurse.
Yeah.
All good luck to her.
Yeah, I would not want to be a nurse.
It's hard.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's move on to our second letter, which is the same for both of us.
Intuitive.
Intuitive. So do you want to read off intuitive?
Yeah.
Both of our middle letters are the same, I and F. So
Yeah.
I'll do feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and you do intuitive first.
Okay. That's a lot.
Just do the first little paragraph.
Where is it? Okay. So people with the intuitive trait prefer to exercise their imaginations as they seek new ideas and possibilities. They live their day-to-day lives just like any other personality type. But while that's happening, their minds tend to point inward while at the same time gently focusing somewhere beyond the horizon. Their lives are ones of questioning, wondering, and connecting the dots in the bigger picture. And they love the theoretical. They often ask, what if, and ponder the possibilities the future might hold. Which is very accurate to how I live my life, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you say the same?
I think so. Like, yeah, I would say so. Like, I feel like I definitely gather information from, like, around me.
Yeah.
Which is what they said in this little blurb. Imagining the past and future potential of what they see. I don't know if I do that as much.
Right.
Like, I think I try to live mostly in the present. I don't really think as much, but I will say I don't really make, like, huge decisions without thinking about that.
Right.
Does that make... If that's what they're trying to say, if I'm taking it correctly...
Yeah.
Rely on imagining the past and future potential of what they see. Then I think I would say that, for the most part, I tend to, like, be in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really look at the past that much, unless it's in, like, therapy.
Yeah.
And then with the future, I do like to think about the future and just think about where I want to be.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I think certain things I do now will have impact for the future that I want to live.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, certain things happen in your life for the future.
Yeah, it also says 91% of those with the intuitive trait say they like to discuss different views and theories of what the world could look like in the future, compared to 55% of those with the observant trait.
Interesting.
So, which I will say, I do think both of us are kind of like that. Like we talked about in our intro last week, we talked about, like, how we like hearing about different perspectives and stuff like that. I think this ties into that. Yeah. Like, we like having discussions like that and hearing what other people think about things. And I think both of us are pretty open-minded with talking about it and like, listening.
Yeah, I find it hard to have conversations with people who are stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
When they're stuck in their ways and it's hurtful, or it's uneducated
Okay.
opinions. That's where I find it difficult to find some sort of like balance with them.
Yeah.
I don't get irritated, but I get confused as to how I can communicate with this person.
Yeah, that makes sense because like also like I think as an open-minded person, you kind of like go into it hoping that the other person is going to be open-minded too. So when they just like put up a wall and are like, "No, this is how I think."
You're like, "Oh, okay."
Then it kind of puts you off of like your mood.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Well, tell me why you think that way."
Yeah.
You know, and then if they have like no facts to back that up, like there's no scientific, you know.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, well.
Yeah. I agree. And like some people are just going to be stuck in that way, and then at that point it's like
There's no point.
There's no point in arguing about it because then you're just wasting your breath.
Yeah.
But at least you can identify that person is not going to hear your perspective.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like I don't try to change other people's opinions.
Not gonna lie, I do sometimes.
You do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like especially if I feel passionately about something, or like if something that they believe to be true is just like blatantly incorrect.
Yeah.
Then like and factually it's proven to be incorrect.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, bro, how are you not seeing this? Or
Yeah.
if like what they believe in is like hateful or something like that, then I I do try to change people's minds in that sense, but it's more just like mind-boggling to me.
It's definitely mind-boggling because I've had conversations with people who don't necessarily show respect to the entire LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
And you know, like I just don't know how to change that perspective of theirs.
Yeah.
Because it's hateful.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the time to educate you.
Yeah.
When you can educate yourself.
Yeah. I get that as well. I think I'm definitely more open to educating people who are interested in being educated
if they're
about
interested in it.
Yeah.
You're not going to talk at like a brick wall.
Yeah. Yeah. If it gets to the point of like people just like aren't getting it, then I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You believe what you want to believe. But in my opinion it's wrong.
Yeah.
So
it's wrong
in my opinion.
Wrong for what?
Like what they believe in is wrong if it's like goes against
your beliefs.
In if it's like hateful or it can be proven against science, then like factually it's incorrect, then I'm like, okay, you can believe what you want to believe because that's going to make you happy day to day, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to change what I believe because of that, and I believe then what you believe is wrong.
I agree.
Because I believe the opposite. Yeah. So,
I think it's difficult to have conversations with people who aren't educated.
Yeah. Also, like, I just think nowadays, like, there's so much opportunity to, like, look into things and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, there's, like, resources out there, like, especially with, like, the Black Lives Matter. Like, you can educate yourself.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Yeah. And, like, even just, like, and, like, I know that, like, you shouldn't expect, like, a race to educate you on their race.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of my friends who are like, if you want to know something, feel free to ask. Like, they're like, I'll let you know. That's not their job to educate me.
No, it's not.
Like, I can do my research.
Yeah.
But they are very open to being like, yeah, like, I'm open to talking to you about it.
Yeah.
Which I do appreciate, but that's not their job to do that.
No,
like,
and that's your friends that are willing to do that, and that's not necessarily the entire race.
And I'm not going to, like, go to, like, a random person who I don't know that is of a different race and be like, so you need to educate me on why.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So that's not their job.
That's
not for them to do. If I'm having a discussion with a friend about it, that's one thing. But otherwise, like, there's so many resources to go to and look online. So,
it's very easy to educate yourself.
Yeah.
Even if you only have, like, a high school diploma.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's very easy.
So, yeah, so that was our second one, which is the same.
Yeah.
And then our third one is also the same, which is feeling. How to think and feel about the thinking and feeling trait. So, yeah, so this is thinking versus feeling. Let me just try and find.
I think it's down more.
Yeah, because, oh yes, feeling. So people with feeling personality, or people with the feeling trait, follow their hearts and emotions, sometimes without even realizing it. They may show it to different degrees and in different ways, but however they do it, feeling personality types tend to be caring, compassionate, and warm. These concerned people can be highly protective of those they care about, whether that is their immediate family or remote populations in need.
I think that's very
nice.
accurate.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely an emotional
Lead with
and
the heart.
sensitive
my
person.
God. Even if anyone raises their voice at me,
Same.
I cry.
Same.
Yeah. That could just because of trauma.
Yeah, that could be for other reasons, but I think it does lead into just like my personality in general. Is just like of that.
It's very like caring and like sympathetic.
Yeah.
So
like empathetic, sympathetic. Like I think all those like
all that jazz.
tend to come. I'm interested to see what the opposite of that is, just from what that says, because I don't think that this means that people who are thinking aren't empathetic and sympathetic.
I think with thinking it's the analytical. So like my stepdad is a very like analytical person, and he does, but like he doesn't really put emotions into the situation. He like turns on and he's like, okay, this is what we do, this is where we go.
Yeah.
You know what? But he's also a retired Army sergeant.
Yeah.
So he has a different method of communication. But I feel like that's what thinking is.
Yeah.
More of an analytical approach.
Yeah, so it says is this a top? Yes. So when presented with a decision, people with the thinking trait typically lean on objective information. Knowledge is their indispensable tool. So I would say most often then it's a bit more logical.
Yeah.
Of like kind of like in a situation, if something makes you feel a certain way, then for us at least, then I feel like we're more driven to like act on something. Whereas like whereas like maybe thinking people, if something could make them really upset, but if the facts are there that they might not, like there's not really a huge reason for them to be upset, then they might be able to feel logically like, oh, well, you know what, like maybe I shouldn't feel this upset because like logically it doesn't make sense for me to feel this upset.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same for you, but I feel very like personal in those situations. Like I take it personal.
Same.
That I've either done something or like a situation has happened and then it deeply affects me.
Yeah.
And I can't like get a grip of my emotions.
Yeah. I agree.
Which is what I'm working on though. Because like it's good to have.
Yeah.
To lead with your heart, but you also have to not let emotions guide you.
Yeah.
Completely.
And have balance.
Yeah, like you need a healthy balance.
Yeah, I think a good balance between thinking. I also heard, I don't know how accurate this is, I think I just heard it randomly somewhere, but somebody was saying oftentimes if you're somebody with the feeling aspect, you tend to look for a partner who is a thinking.
Interesting.
Because
to, like,
then
healthy balance you.
I think so, yeah. So
you
like
and Judah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly. I don't really remember what his.
Judah just gives off like analytical vibes.
Yeah.
Like he seems like he knows his shit.
He's a pretty logical. Yeah.
Yeah. Like my mom leads with her heart.
Yeah.
So.
And what about Jay?
And Jay's very analytical. He calls himself a realist.
Yeah, I know. We had that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean is part of it. Like, you do have to be realistic about things.
Yeah.
Like I said, balance is important with all of that. But yeah, I thought it was interesting when I heard that. And it kind
makes
of
sense. Opposites attract.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So then our last ones.
Yeah, these are different.
So go ahead, you can go first.
Mine's prospecting.
Okay.
Which I actually don't know what this one is.
Yeah.
Prospecting individuals are much more flexible when it comes to dealing with unexpected challenges. This flexibility helps them seize unexpected opportunities as well. These personality types tend to react to their environments rather than try to control them, helping them to make their own luck in whatever the world delivers. People with this trait hold that life is full of possibilities. I agree with that.
So you're a bit more free flowing.
I'm very like go with the flow. You know, what's the word? I don't know that word.
Sorry if you can hear that siren. We live
That's so loud.
on Yonge, the longest street in Toronto.
I can't find that word that I'm looking for. You know when you like go out and you just do without thinking?
Impulsive.
Impulsive. I'm a very impulsive person.
Yeah.
And I just go out on a limb. Like when I wanted to go to England, I'm like, okay, I'll book the flight right now.
That was so funny. Literally, Annie's like, yeah, so I'm going to England. If you want to come, you can book a ticket.
Yeah.
And I never do stuff like that. I'm always like ahead. Yeah. And then I was like, okay. And then I just booked it. But most often I plan ahead.
Like the night before, one time I wanted to go to North Carolina, so I drove there at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I would probably never.
Yeah. We didn't make it also to North Carolina. We made it to Pittsburgh and we turned back.
There you have it.
Yeah. We went with no money and no phone plan.
Why does it sound like that's exactly something you would do, though?
Because it was.
It was. That's funny. Yeah, I
don't know if you're the same anymore, but you like a plan. And you like a time and a date and where.
I do like a plan. I think it does stem from my anxiety.
Yeah, probably.
Like having a plan makes me feel more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I still like to have a plan.
Yeah.
I think, and like routine, I think now I'm getting a lot better at if the plan doesn't go exactly according to plan, then I'm okay with it.
Like England.
Literally, so like I was really busy at the job that I was working at before we went to England, and then all of a sudden I like realized that I had to be leaving in like a week, and we had no plan of like what we were going to be doing while I was there.
Yeah.
And I just like frantically was like messaging Annie, being like, so what is the plan? Like what is, like I know when my flight I'm supposed to leave.
Yeah.
And I know when I land, but other than that, I had no idea what the plans were for once I got there. I also knew we were going to be in Brighton for 3 days, but even that, I was like, are we exactly going to be there for 3 days? Like, what time's
our train?
Yeah, didn't know anything. And I honestly think that was, like, a good thing for me to learn to kind of be like, okay. And I think most of the trip I was pretty chill. Good about it and then we had the one day we had like a really busy day where we did the London Eye and then did the bus tour the same day, and it's just one of those double-decker like jump on jump off kind of bus things, and we were like, and I was like, okay, here's the plan, and I like told Annie the plan, and then we were waiting for this one bus to come to take us to a certain area. And then Annie was just like, well, we've already, like, 4 buses have already passed us. Let's just get on this one. And I was just like,
it's the wrong letter.
Like, I was like, that's not the right one, though, like, for the plan.
Yeah.
Like, but we did get on that bus, and the day ended up being great anyway, and it was fine. But, yeah, that initialness was just like, I don't know. So.
I was like, it's all going to work out.
Yeah.
Let's just jump on this bus, and we'll be perfectly fine. And we were.
Yeah,
nothing went wrong.
Yeah, so maybe that's also why part of the reason why we mesh well is because that balance is there that we were talking about with the last one.
Well, also when I like tried to make an impulsive decision, you're like that voice of reason that goes, "Do you need that?"
I'm like,
Are you
maybe
sure?
not.
And then I'm like, you know what? I don't need it.
Yeah.
Because when we got those weights, then I'm like, oh my god, well, we need a workbench.
Yeah, Annie kind of fixates on things, which stems, I believe, from the ADHD.
Yes, ma'am.
So we ordered some weights, and then Annie was like, I want to buy a Stairmaster. I want to get a bench. Maybe we should just buy a squat rack. And I was like, bro, we live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah. We don't need all that. Let's just focus on the weights for now, and then we can go from there. If we feel we need anything else, we can look into it.
Yeah.
But she was literally like on Facebook Marketplace looking at Stairmasters, and I was like,
I'm like, maybe not. It's $800.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Like, I can't afford that.
Yeah, so I think that balance there is nice.
I think I'd probably be dead if I didn't have you at this point.
Dead?
Well, very unwell.
I don't know about dead.
Not dead. That's dramatic.
You might lose all your money.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been quite a few times where you're like, let's buy this. And I'm like, no.
Well, you made me a money managing chart.
I did, but do you use it?
It's on your laptop.
It's on my laptop.
So. I don't.
I kind of handle the finances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pay all my bills.
She does.
Listen, I don't miss a payment.
Yeah, she doesn't miss a payment, which is good for you.
Thank you so much.
So that balance is there for us. As for mine, so yours, what was yours called?
What was it?
Prospecting. So mine's judging, which sounds
intense, but it's not.
Yeah, so the title of this is called Making Things as They Ought to Be.
Rock on. Okay. Your brand.
People with the judging personality trait feel most comfortable when the course ahead is well marked.
That's so funny.
They would rather come up with 5 backup plans than deal with events as they come. True. Preferring to consider their options ahead of time, personality types with this trait prefer clarity and closure, sticking with the plan rather than going with the flow. It's as if judging types always keep a mental checklist. I do.
You do.
I actually isn't always mental. It's physical.
You write the groceries before. You used to write the groceries on an actual physical piece of paper.
Yeah, there's something about writing it down versus typing it out.
That gets in your head?
That gets in my head better.
Right.
Even with workout stuff, like I write that all down in a book versus typing it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll lose that piece of paper.
I might lose it too, but the fact that I've written it down helps.
Which doesn't help us in the moment.
In the moment, no.
I also do the groceries.
Yes. But if you notice, I always send you the list.
Because I remind you.
Yes. But you always get it.
I always send it.
So, yeah. So I love a list. When they cross something off their list or even start an item on their list, they consider it complete and not open to reconsideration.
Oh.
So I think I've gotten better at that part. Like, if I write something down, that doesn't mean it's concrete anymore.
Okay.
So I've gotten a lot better at it not being concrete. Haven't really gotten away from just not doing that at all.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever want to get to the point where I'm just completely don't plan anything.
No.
But yeah, like it definitely,
I think prior to 2019 you were like that.
Oh yeah.
After the beginning of 2019, you had a major life change.
Yeah.
And you went out and
Yeah, before that, I mean, I think I went very opposite of not having any control in my life.
Yeah.
In 2019.
That could have been my influence as well.
Yeah, probably, to be honest.
Hey, you were so much fun. You still are.
You were so much fun, and they were like, "Oh, I should probably clarify."
No, you're just more like off the reins, you know? You're like, I'm gonna do this, and you did.
And I did.
You're like, I'm gonna get my first tattoo, and I'm like, I will tell you where to go. Let's go.
And I did.
And it's cute.
Yeah, usually I think about those things for 3 years, and then I'm like, okay, I've thought about it for 3 years. I guess I'll book an appointment and go do
Literally
it.
with your piercings.
Yeah, with my piercings, I've always, except my seconds. My seconds, to me, was a rather quick decision.
Yeah.
Which was still, a whole, 3-4 month decision. But my nipple piercings were a 3-year decision.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's a big thing.
Yeah. But I thought about it for 3 years. When I first brought up, I was there was a part of me that was kind of impulsive about being yeah, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I, thought about it, and then I was like, actually, I'm just going to wait on this, think about it for a bit. And then 3 years later, I was still I want to get them.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll get them.
I think that's a good trait to have, though.
Yeah.
I need more of that.
Yeah.
I've gotten better, but...
I think I've gotten more balanced.
Yeah.
Now.
I've just gotten better with, people in my life and with therapy.
Yeah.
that tells me, like, okay, slow your roll. Also, I'm on medication now.
So that helps.
Which, like, a huge thing of ADHD is impulsiveness.
Yeah.
And I was undiagnosed for 20 years. Well, I probably didn't have ADHD
you had it as a kid, didn't you?
I had it, but it wasn't concrete. We didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you weren't on medication then?
No, like, we did a trial run for this, like, something.
Yeah.
But, no. I've always been like, we don't really know what it was. You know? But now we know what it is.
So there you go. So that probably helps the situation.
Helps a ton.
Yeah.
Helps my brain anyway.
Yeah. So that's kind of all of our letters and kind of the comparison. Now, I want to hear your strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, in the media, this feels like personal.
Okay. Honestly, when I first read this, we have known this before we did this podcast. We just wanted to share it on here. So I
actually haven't read any of these.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. I've read mine.
Have you?
Felt a little bit attacked by some of them. Not going to lie.
Okay.
It's very
accurate?
For me, it was.
Okay.
But then also some of them I was like, oh, I don't feel that way. And then I shared them with Judah. And then Judah was like,
yep,
you're doing it right now. And I was like,
okay.
Oh.
That's how it is.
I want to hear yours first, though, especially because you haven't read yours yet.
Yeah. Do you want the whole blurb underneath or just the...
We can just do it and then how you relate to it.
Okay. So, empathetic.
Okay.
Which
I'm
very empathetic.
Yeah.
Generous.
By the way,
these are my strengths.
Yeah.
My strengths. Empathetic, generous. I think I'm generous.
I think you're generous.
Maybe too generous sometimes.
Sometimes Annie is true. I will say, though, Annie is like the first friend that's always there to support you. Whether you're doing something good or bad sometimes, which I think is where it gets a bit too far, generosity. But, definitely I would say generous.
Thank you. And open-minded, which I'm very open-minded.
Yeah.
Creative, very creative. I paint.
Yes, yeah.
I used to play the piano. Don't anymore.
That's okay.
That's okay. I actually sold it.
Yeah.
My piano.
It would have been cute to have a piano here.
I know, but, I was in
Let's buy it back.
I'll go to the person. Idealistic. What is idealistic?
What does it say?
Mediators strive to follow their conscience, even when doing the right thing isn't easy or convenient. They rarely lose sight of their desire to live a meaningful, purpose life.
Okay.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Now, my weaknesses.
Oh, okay, we're on to weaknesses.
Unrealistic. so. Yes. Nothing in the world is perfect, and that can be difficult truth to accept. I don't know.
I don't think you're that unrealistic.
I think I'm I don't know, actually. People with this personality type can be hopeless romantics. That's not true.
Definitely not. Definitely.
Listen.
If you are interested in Annie, which she is single, by the way.
Thank you.
I am not. But Annie is. Slip into those DMs if you want, but don't be too romantic because she will drop your ass.
My love language is not...
She'll get freaked out.
Touch or affection.
Yeah, but even if you're like...
Listen, from the get-go, if you're like that, I'm not interested.
Yeah, if you're too, oh, you're beautiful. Oh I God. Love you. Oh, I'll send you 40 dozen roses and...
I don't want that.
And balloon. Yeah, Annie's
just send me
like
a
that.
meme.
Yeah, send Annie some memes. I mean, if you want to send me 40 roses...
Yeah, you like that
I'm down.
You have Didn't Judah get you a rose?
Judah got me a gold covered rose.
Yeah, good for you, Judah.
Because I don't like when plants die.
Do you mean flowers?
Both. I don't like when
flowers die faster.
But flowers die, like when you're given flowers, they die. Whereas if you give a plant, then you can keep it alive.
Right.
So he remembered that I didn't like getting flowers because they die. So he got me
That's so cute. You guys balance each other very well.
Yeah. So the logical part of him was like, flowers aren't the choice.
I shall get a gold one.
Yes.
Cute. Self-isolating.
True. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So, mediators long to connect with others, but they don't always know how.
Interesting.
Especially in new environments. We can be reluctant?
Reluctant?
Sorry, dyslexia's coming through. To put themselves out there in ways that would help them make new friends. I think that's pretty true. I could be self-isolating at times.
Many times.
Many times I can be self-isolating.
But I feel like you work at not doing it.
Yeah.
Which I think is good.
Or else I'll be a lazy bum.
Also, I just don't think it's good for you mentally to always be like that.
No, it's not at all.
So.
Right now I can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
We do it, with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your social interaction is with me. And then Judah on Fridays.
Yeah, and the odd time Leo.
And, yeah. He's been over more often,
So
which
cute.
has been nice.
Also, this isn't a person, this is a dog.
Yes, Leo's a dog.
Unfocused.
Yes, but I think that stems from the ADHD.
That's the ADHD.
I mean, maybe it's a combination of it.
Maybe. Introspective nature doesn't always lend itself to productivity. I mean, yeah, but that is just ADHD.
Yeah, it's probably a combination of the two.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
For me as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think people struggle. They're like, "Are you listening to me?"
Yeah.
You've definitely noticed. You're like, "Where are you?"
Yeah. Sometimes
here?
if it's something I need to tell you and I need you to focus on, I'll be like,
Okay.
Yeah,
Listen.
like I try to politely be like, okay, are you still listening? Or are you understanding?
Yeah.
Or like things like that. But if it's something that like literally I'm just ranting about and I don't really need your advice or I don't really need you to like actively listen, I just need to get it out.
Yeah.
If you disassociate, I'm just gonna like, whatever. I'll let her disassociate, I'll just keep talking. Like,
because I dissociate, then I come back to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you're still talking.
Yeah.
And then I'm fine.
Yeah, so that's, like, not as big of a deal most of the time.
Yeah, but unfocused. Very much unfocused. Emotionally vulnerable.
No.
I don't think I'm emotionally vulnerable.
I think you are if you feel comfortable with the person.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I would say no.
No. Yeah, meteors establish boundaries. They can be at risk at absorbing other people's negative moods. Oh, that's actually true.
Yeah.
If, like, I'm around someone who's very negative or emotional,
yeah,
I get very drawn into that energy.
Yeah, and I think you are getting better at putting boundaries up with that.
Yeah, I agree.
So, which I think is a very good, like, healthy thing
boundaries
to
for
do.
2021.
Yes.
I urge everyone to put boundaries with your friends and family.
2022.
It's 2021.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
you're girl, you're already in 2022.
I wish it was 2022.
Yeah, same. The My Chemical Romance is in 2022. The postponed concert.
Yeah.
Desperate to Please. I don't agree.
I
Why
think
are
I
you looking at
agree.
me like...
I think I agree.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think you are most of the time, but I think you feel the pull of wanting to please.
Yeah, that could just because... Oh, actually, yeah. I was very much a people pleaser in high school.
Yeah.
And I got stood on. Not stood on physically, but... they trampled me in the halls.
I don't know why that's not funny, but I'm just like
picturing a 5'10"
I was picturing you like on the ground while
getting trampled. Oh yeah, in
it
the
be
halls
funny,
of Holy Cross.
But I think I'm just imagining what your face would look like, and like just being like,
it wouldn't look well.
No.
But yeah, I was very much a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I don't think I am anymore.
No, I think you've gotten away.
I think
from
I've gone
it.
a lot
I mean,
better.
also, I would say that it's easier now with not having to be around people.
Yeah, but I'm better at saying, like, no,
yeah,
don't treat me like a bag of shit.
Please.
Please, I'm begging you. No, I've done a lot better. Honestly, I was a wreck in high school. I'm so sorry if anyone was my friend then and still is.
I was your friend.
I was very much a people pleaser, though.
Not to me.
Not to you, because you're cool.
I was also people pleaser, so we were just people
didn't realize.
together.
Love that. Now yours. Strengths and weaknesses.
So my strengths first.
Yeah.
Tolerant.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that's a good trait. That's like patience. So, reliable.
Yeah.
Charismatic.
Very.
Oh, thanks, friend.
Very. Here we go.
Altruistic.
I don't know what that means.
Uniting these qualities is protagonists' unyielding desire to do good in and for their communities.
Oh.
That's nice. Warm and selfless. That's nice.
That's cute.
I like that.
I would agree with all of those.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I think I try to do that.
Yeah, you give off very good vibes as well.
Thank you. Natural leaders. Your
Yeah.
sister doesn't think so, apparently.
That was so funny when she said that.
Now on to my weaknesses.
Okay.
Overly idealistic.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that.
Really?
I think it's because you're too positive.
Yeah, I can see that.
You, like, always see the glass half full. And sometimes when things aren't, they, like, hit you like a fucking truck.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. Like, yeah.
I'm also not reading you right now.
It's just hard to, like, I think I always try to think of people being good people.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they do something bad,
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Which isn't good.
so yeah, so I guess like that, yeah, literally naive, it says. So
Yeah, you're not as naive as you used to be. You were, oh my god, like, in high school, I just thought you were, like, this fucking ray of sunshine that used to run down the hallways, like, drinking milk.
I don't drink milk anymore, really.
You drink 1%.
Lactose free.
Lactose free.
So
Working our way off dairy milk?
no, never.
Never. Okay.
Yeah. I would say I'm pretty enthusiastic most of the time.
Very.
And I feel like I like to personally try to see the good in most people.
Which is nice.
But then sometimes people take advantage of that. And then when it happens, and then it like really hits me that this person is a bad person.
Yeah.
Or doesn't have good intentions, then it affects me a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I guess overly idealistic is accurate. Too selfless. I don't think I'm that selfless.
No, I don't think you're too selfless. Either.
Sometimes I think I'm too selfish.
Oh. I wouldn't say so.
That's what you just said too.
That's probably just that, like, self-critical coming on through. But no, I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes
I don't think you're a selfish person.
I think sometimes when I'm trying to take care of myself, I feel like I'm being selfish.
Yeah, but that's just because that's how you probably grew up in the mindset that you had.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't
disagree
think I'm
with that
really
one.
too selfless.
No.
Too sensitive.
Yeah.
That
one hits.
is a hundo right
Yeah.
there.
You're a very sensitive person.
I'm hella sensitive.
I think you cried once when we watched, like, that the baking show. You know, when things don't go right.
I cried last night because, do you know the Young family?
Who?
The Young family?
No.
So they're like a they have 3 kids now.
Yeah.
I started watching them when they had 1 kid and they were friends with Alfie and Zoe.
Right.
And now they have 3 kids, and they did an interview with their two kids. They just had a baby, the 3rd kid. So they did it with their 2 other kids.
Yeah.
And they just like asked them questions, and like to see what their answers would be at like 5 and 3. I think they are like around that age. And then at the end, they both were like, they did like a little blurb to each of them and were like, we just want you to know like how proud we are of you and how much we love you. I was sitting there bawling.
Also, but didn't your period start?
Yes,
Yesterday.
but like I don't know, like I honestly think I would have cried regardless. So I was just, yeah, I'm very sensitive.
Maybe you'll cry tonight with the finale. It sounded American. Finale.
Oh, of Winter Soldier.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
It's a bit
We'll see.
tear-jerky.
Yeah, that one, last night I was bawling.
Just a right mess.
Yeah. So, yeah, too sensitive. Well receptive to criticism. Not well, while receptive to criticism. Seeing it as a tool for leading a better team, it's easy for protagonists to take it a little too much to heart. That's true.
Yeah, that's probably
Sometimes if people are like giving me constructive criticism, I'm like,
you hate me.
oh, they don't like me.
Yeah.
They think I suck at this job. Gotten a lot better over the years. But yeah. Fluctuating self-esteem.
Fuck. That one.
Okay, but like,
how doesn't know that?
Doesn't everybody?
Every woman has, and man.
Literally everybody,
Or
I
they,
think,
them.
has fluctuating. Yeah.
Literally.
Him, her.
Literally whatever gender you have.
Him, her, she.
Him, her, maybe.
She.
He, him, she, her, they,
That.
them.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
She, him.
Her.
He, her. He, her. Sounds like a donkey.
Yeah, so, like, depending on the day, my self-esteem can be great.
Yeah.
Than other days, and also
I feel
much.
that.
But I feel like everybody's kind of like that.
I feel like everyone goes
So,
through that.
but apparently that's a major one for me. I think it's because my self-esteem affects a lot of other parts of my life.
Makes sense.
Like, with being extroverted, plus then also, like, being all the other things that I am, then I feel like it's a big factor to me about how I feel about myself.
Yeah.
And then that's how well I can put out into the world. So I think that's why it's such a big weakness on my list.
A weakness.
So, fluctuating self-esteem. And my last one is struggle to make tough decisions.
I would say that's me.
I think you just struggle to make decisions.
Just like if I want cereal or toast for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like this is like if caught between a rock and a hard place, protagonists can be stricken with paralysis.
Oh.
Which I will say
You just don't know what to do sometimes.
Yeah. It's really hard for me to be like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, wouldn't anybody? If you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, wouldn't that decision be hard for everybody?
Maybe not.
Maybe they can just.
Maybe my hard place is not your hard place.
Yeah. Also, maybe if you're, what was the one where it was like intuitive or
feeling? Oh, prospecting. That one?
No, it was intuitive and feeling, I think.
Right.
Yeah, because we're feeling.
Yeah.
So if you're intuitive, maybe that wouldn't be as hard for you because you could kind of easily lay it out. The
True.
logic, like even though they're both not great, might be easier for you to like lay out exactly what.
Yeah, probably.
Like what the statistics are or the logical thoughts behind it, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Which I think is what I fall back on if I'm in that situation.
Yeah, big decisions I think I struggle with.
Yeah.
Like anyone really would.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with like just if I want to do something I'll go out and do it. Like I'll get it.
Oh, yeah.
In that sense. But like
Yeah.
indecisive, I think different.
Yeah. The last thing I think I want to touch on is our like I think I saw somewhere like what jobs
Are perfect for your
are for your or like common jobs of people who are in this personality type.
Interesting. Is that in here?
I don't know if it's
you
in
know
here.
what? I think it's on a different website.
Maybe.
Like if you type in your jobs for your thing,
Yeah.
usually there's like a website. Look, the first one. The best careers.
Oh, yes.
That one. Oh my, I literally took a glance. Oh my, this is crazy.
Okay, you do yours.
Okay, so first one we have fine artist.
Wait, where are you seeing this?
Top careers.
Oh, mine's different than yours.
Oh, I don't know.
What
It's the same
website are
website.
you on? Oh.
It's that one.
Oh, okay.
So mine's fine artist,
Yeah.
graphic designer, editor, writer,
Dang.
photographer, and public relations specialist. Or a mental health counselor.
Not gonna lie, I don't think you should do that job.
No, I won't be.
I think you take things very to heart.
They would probably trigger my own
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, we have to stop this session because I need to get my therapist on the line.
Yeah.
What are yours?
I have a lot. That's why I was like confused.
Yeah, so they're under categories. Like mine's like one section is education.
Oh, so the top one for each category
business.
is what you said?
No, I just went down art, design, and communications because like that's the career I'm in currently. So I just thought it was cool.
Oh, okay. So for mine, I guess I'll do what I'm in right now as well. This is kind of all over the place.
Is it?
Maybe I'll just list the top ones for each one.
Yeah.
So, community and social service is health educator.
Oh,
Interesting.
rock on. You're
I
a
used to
personal
be
trainer.
a personal, I used to
think
work
you
at a
still are.
gym as a personal trainer. Now I'm just a personal trainer certified.
Yeah.
Media and communication editor. I do video editing currently.
Yeah.
So, education high school teacher.
Ew.
I actually think I'd make a good teacher if I wanted to be a
You'd
teacher.
be a good teacher. I'm just saying ew to like being a
high school teacher. Yeah. For business management and sales, advertising and promotions manager.
Okay. You could be a pyramid scheme girl.
No, thank you.
Okay. Monet?
Yeah, I can just be like, hi, babes. Hey,
Do
girly.
you want my hair products?
Hey, girly, with the little star emoji.
Yeah.
I would love it if you would
the
join
star
my
emoji.
team. I think you'd be a great asset to my team.
Join my boss babe team.
Oh, there it is. The boss babe line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Entertainment, arts, and design actor.
Love that
I have done some acting in my time.
Stop it. You were what? You were in Anna Green Gables?
Yeah.
Who were you?
What do you mean? You saw it.
Listen, my memory is
I
terrible.
was Diana Barry. I was Anne's best friend.
Oh, wow.
And Cassidy was my mom.
Was she? The only person that I distinctly remember in that play is Patrick as the mailman.
The man. he
Killed that.
He had one line.
He killed it, though.
He
With his little
killed it.
satchel.
Yes, yeah. Oh, he looks so
He
cute.
did.
In his little, like, male outfit. Personal care and service cosmetologist.
Oh, what's that? Like
Like-
lip injections?
Maybe.
Okay.
Honestly, unsure. Wait, or is that a hairdresser?
Cosmetologist.
Yeah, or is that makeup?
I think that's makeup.
Okay.
Beautician.
Beautician.
Ow.
Beautician.
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 Sciences anthropologist. Interesting, because that was my least favorite of the ologists.
I got that one as the least one of the ologists. Really? Mine was
For
psychology.
psychologist.
Psychology?
Yeah, when I'm talking about the job. Between psychologist, sociologist, and anthropologist,
Right.
I wouldn't want to be an anthropologist.
I'd rather be a sociologist.
I think I'd be a psychologist.
Oh my god.
I'd want to be. I like the study of the brain.
It was so hard to memorize.
The parts of the brain.
Yeah, when I took psych in university.
Honestly, it's lost from my brain now.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Medulla.
Yeah, I was surprised when we did those questioning though, how many I remembered about the health.
What health?
remember when we did the general knowledge test and you asked me all those health questions, you were like, how do you know?
Yeah, you were killing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's because I'm a personal trainer, but, like, I was surprised at how much I actually...
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's just sitting in my brain.
The one that I was surprised by was the biggest organ in your body. Skin.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
It
covers your whole body.
I know, but I don't consider skin an organ. I consider, like, oh, maybe my heart's the biggest? Or the lung?
Nope, it's your skin.
Your skin.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more
you
you
learn
know.
new every day.
Yeah.
I didn't do too well in that quiz.
You did okay. You did better in some areas than I did.
Maybe geography.
Yeah. Yeah, geography.
But I took fine art history.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why.
Yeah, I'm really terrible with geography. Oh, God, I don't even want to talk about it. Legal mediator, and healthcare athletic trainer.
Okay, go off.
Office and administrative customer service representative.
That's so boring. I can't think of anything worse than waking up every morning and then doing an 8-hour shift at a desk doing admin work for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's a no.
Oh my God.
Wait, what were your jobs that were to avoid?
Did you hear that? Never mind.
I did
a couple
hear.
Of dogs
I did hear it, but I
other.
think it was dogs. Yeah.
What were you saying?
What were the jobs to avoid?
To avoid? Where's that?
It's at the bottom. Careers to
Unpopular.
avoid.
Military officer. Police officer. I don't want to be. Electrician. Sales, finance, literally anything to do with, like, really working that brain. Chemist, judge. Guess I can't be a judge. Dentist, a nurse.
There you go. See?
And chemical engineer.
So I feel like that makes sense.
It makes very sense. I'm a more creative person.
Yeah, mine are carpenter, electrician, mechanic, medical records technician.
Okay.
That's so specific. Military as well. A computer programmer.
Oh, okay.
I dropped that class in high school, so that makes sense.
What one?
Computer programming.
Oh.
I took it as a university course.
Did you?
And dropped it. Chemical engineer, electrical engineer, power plant operator.
So anything with our hands.
Yeah, we're not meant for manual labor.
Just typing.
Just
using Illustrator.
So, just to finish off, I guess, I'm just going to read the little blurb about protagonists, and then you can read the little blurb about the mediators.
Is that in the intro? Where is that from?
Oh, down at the bottom. Scroll.
Scroll.
It's in the introduction.
Yeah.
But then just scroll down, and there'll be like a little green box. There it is.
Okay.
Do you want to do yours first?
I mean, yeah, but it's not very, it's one sentence.
That's fine. Mine's only one sentence.
Okay. Mediators have a talent for self-expression. They may reveal their innermost thoughts and secrets through metaphors and fictional characters.
Interesting. Okay. So there you go.
Interesting. Fictional characters. I mean...
That sounds creative and fun.
That sounds fun. I'm a very creative person.
Yeah.
I think all in all, very creative, indecisive human.
Yeah. Protagonists are genuine, caring people who talk the talk and walk the walk, and nothing makes them happier than leading the charge, uniting and motivating their team with infectious enthusiasm.
Wow.
I mean, I'm happy with
You're
that.
like everyone's cheerleader.
Yeah.
Life's cheerleader.
I mean, I hope I try to be that. I don't know how effective that is sometimes.
I think it is. I don't think you've ever even been rude to me. Unless you have, and I just didn't catch it.
No, let's be real. I'm so bad at hiding things like that if I was being rude to you, you'd know.
I definitely have. I don't think I've been rude to you, but I've probably been snippy with you. But that's just because that's me.
I don't think you've been... I think I just kind of know when you're not, like, in the mood for people, and then I'm like, okay. And then I, like, just step back. But you're never really, like, rude.
No, I'm never rude to my friends.
No.
Unless they've
I'm trying to
done
think.
something to me.
Yeah, so, okay, I think we'll just end it there. But if you want to take this But if you want to take this personality test as well, it's at 16personalities.com, and you can take the test for free.
Yep.
Love to know what everybody else is as well.
Yeah.
I find it really interesting.
I find it so interesting.
Yeah. Also, like, some people like to take it, like, we took this in high school, and then we took it again recently to see, were you the same as you were in high school?
I still introverted,
Yeah.
but I've changed somewhere in the middle. I think I used to be an INFJ.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and now I'm an INFP. So yeah.
I've just always been the same, so that's...
Yeah, but you're not.
I'm not the same type of person anymore.
No, you've like toned. Like
Oh.
you've toned it down.
Oh, you mean personality?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, like you still have like a bubbly personality.
Yeah.
But you've just like toned it down.
Yeah, when you first said tone, I thought you meant my body.
Well, yeah,
That too?
that too. I'm a strong bitch now.
She lifts now.
She lifts now. She's different from the other girls.
There's lots of girls that lift.
I know.
Yeah, so if you want to take the test too, you can take it at 16personalities.com. Take it for free. Let us know what you are. Love to know.
Yeah, I'd love to know. I'd love to see if my other friends do this.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We can ask our friends to take it.
Yeah, because I wonder if I'm the only one that's a mediator. You know?
Yeah.
Who else?
I'd love to see.
Because you're the protagonist.
Yeah, imagine if there's another protagonist.
You have to fight.
There can only be one.
We gotta brawl.
I don't think there is another one, to be honest.
I feel like I'm the only mediator.
Yeah. My older sister's a mediator. But she's not part, like, our friend.
She's not my friend.
She's not.
Not that I don't know her.
She's my sister.
She's your sister.
So.
Yeah, I'd like to know what Ellie is. My sister.
Yeah, you can ask her to take the test. Would she do it?
Probably not.
But we can ask.
I can ask. I'd love to know.
Yeah, so that's all for today. That's all for today's episode. So check in next week. Do we know what we're going to do for next week's episode?
Probably not. I think we were going to talk about horoscopes.
Okay.
Was it that?
I mean, we can do that next week. Why not?
I think we were going to talk about being like a Leo and a Libra.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So tune in next week for our astrology episode.
Very fun.
Annie knows more about that than I do, so she can probably explain a bit
read
more.
your birth chart.
Yeah, okay. Next episode, Annie's going to read my birth chart for me.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
And explain it to me, because I don't comprehend.
You know a bit.
I know a bit.
You know your sun, moon, and rising.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I know.
We'll learn more.
As far as I know, that's the important part. So.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that'll be next Wednesday. Yeah, so bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her.